presenters were great. The panel discussion was absolutely amazing. There were a lot of intelligent questions coming across. And there are unclear policies. But we have experts over these 2 days who would go over their experiences and, of course, give their perspective as to what they feel about telehealth.
We are talking about telehealth, but in telehealth, everyone is saying they have their own, I would say, meaning. Some of them, they're using it as for the teleconsultation. Some of them is the video conferencing for the...
I think from our perspective, we can talk about it from the organization perspective as Cleveland Clinic, Abu Dhabi. When we started off the year in January 2020, we had about 0% of our outpatient volumes were telehealth visits. Fast forward to April, May 2020, and we had almost 50 to 60% of our total visits being telehealth visits versus face-to-face. So I think that push to get to mostly telephone visits and digital health virtual visits was a very big push for the organization. Thankfully, we have a very fantastic clinical operations team who work directly with our clinicians, as well as a robust...
Of course, it's an out-of-pocket product. Is it cost-effective? Yes, we do have studies proving its cost-effectiveness, either direct cost or indirect. So direct cost, we're just comparing with the pricking. Of course, a box of strips is cheaper than the sensor. But still, the patient, if he's requested to do the pricking 6 to 8 times a day, which is the guidance, actually, definitely, Libri is actually a cheaper product in terms of cost. For the second question, integration. This is very important. We are working on doing the integration. Currently, the Libri View generates reports.
Consideration when they're designing is how much empathy can you communicate from behind a computer screen. Certain clinical exams are not just limited to what you have in what you can do with smart devices, small smart devices, and how do you replace that? Tap on the patient's back when he's feeling down or distressed.
As soon as we kind of launched this, the bariatric surgery department, which is the center of excellence at King Saud, they approached us and they said, we want to actually bring our patients who we perform surgery on. And we've heard so much about this connected health model.
Our experience on Dubai as a governmental entity and telemedicine and how it supports us during the pandemic, and it's still ongoing supporting us by the steps that I'm going to explain. So Doctor for Every Citizen is the system that has been launched on Dubai.
Okay, that brings us to the last segment of it. So now we're just going to be pulling it all in together and thinking about just COVID and the future of telehealth.
I got a screenshot as well. This is very nice.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. It's really nice. I still have 4 conferences to go into before the end of the day, but this is really nice. I hope the other conferences will be as good as successful and will be intuitive like that.
Please give us a feedback. All right, thank you, Mr.
I will.